What's the word with y'all boys, man? I'm back at you with another video. This doesn't look good for Bronny James, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I seen a little bit, or I seen like a post talking about, like, it had like Bronny James and Marcus Smart on the headline, you feel me? But I didn't. All it said was I forgot what it said. I didn't like read too deep into it. I didn't really think of nothing of it because I thought it was like some bait shit. But now after seeing this video, it might. I know, and I think it has something to do with Marcus Smart, but I don't know exactly what or like why or nothing. But yeah, man. Hey, we're streaming right now on Treyreacts Gaming on Twitch. You feel me? But yeah, bro, come hit up the streams. That's where we're gonna react live. You feel me? But yeah, let's get straight to the video.
In Summer League, Bronny James is great. Kid's running the Lakers summer offense like a vet. In fact, against the Clippers, he scored a team-high 17 points on 60% from the field, 5 boards and 5 dimes. Okay. A big reason for this is his on-ball growth. The Summer League coach is trusting him to orchestrate their pick and roll, and that lines up great with his growth in the G League last year. Bronny had 5 games dropping 20-plus points and 2 nights in the 30s.
Whoa, what the fuck? I get it's G League, but damn, okay.
But there's a problem with this, and if Bronny doesn't fix it, he could be out of the league faster than anyone imagined. But that makes no sense, right? Kid's doing great. How does that end his career? Well, just think about what the Summer League is even for. Yes, there's guys like Cooper Flagg who are just there to sell tickets and get in a jersey for the first time. They don't actually need Summer League. What is everyone else doing? Trying to prove their fit in the NBA. And what is Bronny's fit exactly? Well, remember, his growth right now is all about playing on the ball. He looks so comfortable, but on the actual Lakers, that isn't his role at all. The Lakers already have 3 players who take up all the on-ball reps. Luka Doncic, LeBron James, and Austin Reeves. Pretty sure Bronny ain't jumping any of them on the depth chart. But in the G League or the Summer League, Bronny can be the Luka Doncic, which is a problem that ex-Laker Alex Caruso knows all about. Caruso went undrafted in 2016, but he made a career out of the G League. He realized that if he could defend like hell and hit a couple threes, he could have a career. But a big reason why guys get stuck in the G League is because they don't realize the position they're trying out for. It's like going to a job interview thinking you're going to be the CFO of the company, and they're just looking for someone to clean the bathrooms. Exactly. Caruso is now one of the greatest janitors in the NBA, a 2-time champ and a multi-millionaire because of it. So how does Bronny carve out a similar path for himself? Well, what do the Lakers even need? 3-and-D role players. LeBron was so upset about losing Dorian Finney-Smith. Well, what if Bronny can help fill
exactly, that's what I was talking about, bro. He's good at defense. He can be a 3-and-D player.
That gap.
For sure.
Well, despite his growth in Summer League, Bronny is shooting just 30% from deep there. And last year in the G League, it was 34%. Now, he did go 5 of 8 in the McDonald's All-American game as a senior in high school, but that was a long time ago. On defense, the kid is just 6 foot 2 inches tall, which is a limitation, but not fatal. For example, Drew Holiday is just 2 inches taller, but one of the best defenders in the NBA. And Bronny actually has a longer wingspan than Alex Caruso, so the tools are there, but are we hearing about his growth as a 3-and-D player right now? No, it's all about comfortability on the ball. Great. But the good news is Bronny understands this. I can't lose that defensive drive that will get me on the floor, because there are going to be guys who can score 15, 20 a game. I'm most likely not going to be that guy right now. So to get myself on the floor, I've got to be a defensive menace. Yes, you can never say about Bronny that he's out of touch. The kid gets it.
That's what he needs.
But can he actually do it? But I want to get to the on-ball growth first because the kid has improved. He is better in transition, isolation, and working off screens into open space. And even at 6'2", he's got enough strength, skill, and touch to get buckets and fouls. And that improved confidence also carries over to Bronny scoring on the perimeter. Look at how he's going to turn the corner off this screen to the left, and as Cooper Flag fights over this screen to get back in front, Bronny's going to use his momentum against him to separate for a step back. But I would argue that he's taken his biggest leap as a passer. I love Bronny's patience on this play, where the Lakers set up this Spain pick and roll, but as Bronny comes off, he is met with an aggressive double team. But notice here how he keeps his dribble alive and pulls the two defenders across. That gives Connect way more airspace on the catch. But in the NBA, not Summer League, he's got to provide value off the ball, where Bronny's got a lot of room for growth, to say the least. First, as a professional, he has never shot over 32% from three, which needs to improve. But what
really all he has to do is just improve shooting, and he's gonna be a good 3-and-D player for sure. Because he's a defensive menace for sure. From the games I've seen, feel me? I've watched like 2 full games with him, like playing, or obviously not like full games of him in there because he's not playing the full game. But I've watched like 2. He can hold his own on defense for sure, from what I've seen. But yeah, all he really has to do is just get in the lab, man. Get in there with Steph Curry, man. Feel me? My GOAT, or yeah, to me that's my GOAT. That's my favorite player of all time, man. My FOAT, feel me? Hey, or no? Yeah. He gonna get him right though, bro. Who they got? I'm pretty sure Luka can even get him right. Like, come on, man.
Is it with his inactivity off the ball? Does he think he's Russell Westbrook? Countless possessions in Summer League where Bronny stands in one spot or floats up toward half court, providing a little to no space. Like here, the Lakers are pushing the ball in transition. But look at how James, at the top of the screen, is lazily jogging up the court as Dalton Connect catches here. Bronny from this spot should be sprinting toward the deep corner to provide spacing, but that couple of extra seconds then allows Flag to sit in the gap and push the ball back across the middle and towards help. But we got to get to the defense, because Bronny does have the build to be a very good backcourt defender. But despite those tools, for some reason, Bronny's focus and intensity on the ball is still inconsistent. And Bronny playing a couple of feet back also makes it easier for him to get screened. Remember, he's a small dude to begin with. And if you allow point guards in the NBA like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander or Jalen Brunson to cleanly turn the ball like this, your backline defense is screwed. And the same inconsistencies can be found with Bronny's defense off the ball. Screwed. And the same inconsistencies can be found with Bronny's defense off the ball as well. This might be some of the worst gap defense I have ever seen. Bronny opens up his stance and lazily lunges toward the ball, and he loses track of his man and gives up an open three. But this last clip sums it all up. He mishandles a lot. Initially gets caught a couple steps behind the ball, but watch how he just casually jogs up as the Lakers get cooked on this 4-on-5 fast break. If that kind of thing doesn't get addressed and fixed, he will never be a serious NBA player. But this doesn't really explain why his entire career could be in trouble soon. Bronny's got a guaranteed 4-year contract for a reason. He's LeBron James' son. He'll be fine. But I wouldn't be so sure about that. All you have to do is look at a different player on the Lakers Summer League roster right now, Darius Bazley. Oh, Bronny has stood out for sure, but
I've heard of him before. How is he on Summer League team?
He has been most impressive. He was the number 23 pick in the 2019 draft, but washed out of the league and spent a full year in China. Now Bazley is back trying to prove his worth with
I thought Summer League was like... Because he's been in the NBA before. Who knows? I don't really know the rules on that.
Elite skill. Defense. Bazley did have a 27-point double-double against the Spurs Summer League, but his defense is insane. Dude is 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan, flying around the court with 5 blocks and 2 steals against the Pelicans.
Shit, what the fuck?
Wingspan.
Boy.
Flying around the court with 5 blocks and 2 steals against the Pelicans, playing like his career is on the line, which it is. But here's the thing. The Lakers can't even sign Darius Bazley if they wanted to. Why? Because he has 5 years of experience in the NBA. And there is a rule saying he cannot get a two-way contract. They have to sign him outright to a full deal. But the Lakers are just $1 million away from their hard cap. So they literally cannot even afford to sign Darius Bazley. Now, there are ways around this, like waiving Shake Milton or trading some guys.
Oh, yeah, I heard they're going to do that. And if they do that, he's coming to the Warriors right away. I can't lie. He's coming straight to the Warriors right away. I can't lie to you, man. Right away.
But what about Bronny James? Don't you think, if they could, the Lakers would easily choose Darius Bazley over Bronny? Like, if his last name wasn't James?
That is Bron's son, though, man. That's what... I don't know about those, man. I
mean, we just said Bronny has a skill set.
Unless they're completely over with LeBron, bro, they're not finna do that, bro.
Which the Lakers already have covered. Bazley is what they need. But who would the Lakers have to choose instead? Bronny, of course, because of his dad. But if you've been paying attention to NBA news lately, things aren't going great between the Lakers and LeBron right now. ESPN revealed 2026 could be LeBron's final year on the Lakers, whether he likes it or not. They are moving on. So what does that mean for Bronny's career? Now, I'm not saying that the kid is a scrub who cannot play, but that guarantees nothing. Like, a lot of guys aren't scrubs. They're in the exact position as Bronny, but they don't make it. In fact, here is a list of every G League MVP in the last 25 years. Do you recognize most of these names? Of course not. And these dudes were better than Bronny.
Who do I recognize? I recognize Randy Livingston. Is that Sean Livingston's son or something? Or like brother? Oh wait, son is crazy. Hell, that's definitely not a son. That gotta be his brother for sure. I didn't see 2007 right next to the year. Damn, yeah, that's most definitely his brother. If he has a brother, then for sure. But who do I? Mike Harris, I think I remember him. Chris Boucher for sure. Mac McClung. Yeah, I don't know.
Bronny is. The only two MVPs that even became role players in the NBA are Chris Boucher and B-Ball Paul Reed. Now, the good news for Bronny is his dad is still a Laker for now. So he's got at least one more year to carve out an NBA role. But if not, the Lakers will fill that roster spot with a skill set that they actually need. But there are a lot more serious things going on in the NBA right now. At first, it looked like Malik Beasley could potentially be innocent of that gambling scandal, but then a random Twitter user accidentally blew his cover. Now there was an amazing investigation, and things are looking really bad for Beasley and one other accused NBA guy.
I don't know about those, man. See, that's tough, bro. How y'all feel about this video, and then not only that, what he just said right now? How do y'all feel about that, bro? Cause you feel me? Hey, if y'all haven't seen that video, go look at my reactions to it, man. You feel me? It's called "The NBA Has a Gambling Ring." I think that's like the first part of it, if I remember correctly. What I put as the title, it probably I think it might be So. Yeah, man. How do y'all feel about this Bronny James one, bro? Do y'all feel like the Lakers would really waive him with Bron still being on the team, or do you think Bron has to part ways with the team first? Let me know, man. But hey, man, if you made it to the end of the video, appreciate you a lot, man. Like I said, though, catch us live on Twitch, man. Feel me? But yeah, bro. If you're new, like, subscribe, comment down below. And that's all I got for y'all, man. We out. Peace.